it's Kristi. Welcome back. I apologize for not getting any more videos up. I have been sick for 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks with bronchitis or something, and I just could not get a breath. I could not stop coughing, and I felt okay, so I was able to craft, but I just didn't make a video. I tried, and it just it just wasn't great. And every once in a while, I get a little spastic cough still. It just doesn't want to give up. But anyway, I'm here with a flip through of our little house altered book, and I have just left the cover the way it was. I added oops, got a piece of hair here. I added a little bit of fabric to the spine and some lace, and I've just used a piece of a yard of lace for the closure. And then I went through my stash, and I may have shown you before. I have this, I don't know where this came from, but it's I don't remember if I put it together or if I got it from somewhere, or there's little doilies and flowers and, you know, pieces parts. There's even a lace dealy bobber in there. That's the technical term. So I just made a little cluster here. I've got a little blue doily that you can see. It was very close in color to that, so I just added that to bring those colors together. Almost look like leaves in the background. I think it was kind of a half a butterfly, not sure. But then I had this yellow flower and some buttons and little doilies. I think I apologize. My son-in-law is outside doing the yard, so I don't know what he's doing with the hose or something up against the house, but sorry if you hear that in your headphones. Anyway, there's some little paper flowers in here and these little crochet. I think my mother-in-law made these. She sent me a whole bag of stuff one year because I had told her I just need some little tiny little doilies, and so she sent me a bunch one year for Christmas or my birthday or something. Anyway, so let's get inside. That's just glued to the front, and there is a little bit of ink. You can't really see that on camera, so let me make sure I'm in the middle. I did leave a lot of the front matter and back matter for writing or pictures or journaling, whatever. I put this book belongs to, and a little bit of twine underneath, a rooster card. This was just the list of all the books that you can get. And then we've got the double pocket, and I've got lots of goodies in these. There's some journal cards, some tags. These are from the collections. I used to excuse me, I used two from Graphic Fairy. One was called Prairie Style and one was called On the Farm. And then I also have added some stash, which is most likely from Pink Monarch Prints. Some of these I've added toppers to, some of them I've just punched the top, but lots of, I wanted to make sure there was lots of space to write. And we've got coffee dyed, tea dyed page here. I took one of the large cutouts and made a little tuck spot, so behind her I have a tag. All the tags are blank on the back. And then I took some of the scrap pieces that I had of the tea-dyed paper and just added those here or there. This is on music paper. And then this would be one of the side pockets. I've added a 4x6 tea-dyed index card trimmed in lace on the side pockets. Get that in there. Here we have another side pocket. This cute little cow was sitting there. I didn't want to cover him up, so I've got a little label here. I've got a small tag and a little writing spot there. Blank for writing. Our little corner pocket here. I added a label here. I added some lace trim. I've got a tall pocket on this one, another piece of that miscellaneous ephemera that was in my stash. And then this was one of the extra pages, the digitals from the Graphic Fairy collection. So I just folded it in fourths and then added that back here. So for more writing space, something you don't want necessarily out front. Now on the top pockets, I've added these envelopes, and I didn't do anything to it. I tucked the flap inside, so it's just an envelope for hiding things or whatever, keeping miscellaneous memorabilia. And then I did add some tatting on the top. So that will go right inside there. Here we have another writing page. This is our split pocket. So I've got coffee dyed on the back of that. And then lots of miscellaneous little things inside the pockets. Little cards and miscellaneous from the kit. Little cut-offs and other pieces, parts. What else I got in here? There we go. Some of these are Pink Monarch prints from my stash. Like I said, I've got so much of that. This was a pocket that was in the collection. I glued it down as a tuck so that I could get some miscellaneous ephemera behind it. Here's another one of those tea-dyed cut-offs. Excuse me. And then I used one of the punch outs here just to add a little decoration. And then these pockets came with these little cards to stick inside. A little sheep and a cow and a rooster. So that's what's inside there. Another one of those 4x6 index cards in the side pocket. Here I've got just a little bit of a button cluster with some, what do you call it, burlap, burlap and lace and a button. Excuse me, I'm going to have to take a drink. Sorry about that. Here's another one of the large ephemera pieces that I just cut and turned into a tuck with tea-dyed cut off. And then this was a quote, and I'm pretty sure that's Pink Monarch's, one of their kits. There's lots of quotes in there. And then this was the page I decided to keep Mary, or I think it might be Carrie, sticking out, a little peeking out behind the wall. Here's a little spool, and then just some miscellaneous places to write. Another tea-dyed. Here's our center pockets, and inside these I've got a taller tag. You know, like I said, these are all blank on the back for writing, and then this is a full-on piece of tea-dyed for writing, and same thing here. I'm not going to unfold that. And then just some other miscellaneous pieces. Here we have another one of those cutouts, and I've tucked, I think there's a quote behind there too. Yeah, there's a little quote. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson. Don't think much about putting Willie Nelson quotes in our things to remember, but that's a good one. Okay, so this one got glued down a little too much. Let me see if I can just fix that just a little bit so I can get that paper in there better. There we go. I just don't want it to end up in the corner here. And then here we have the double pocket. I've got a tag and another writing space, the spool, some words. I could have just put that there, but here we go with the couple more pieces. And here we have a pocket. I did put it on the page as a tuck, but I've just stuck this tag inside. Here's another one of the burlap button clusters. This was just, I wanted to use this piece and it wasn't big enough, so I just decided to put some music page behind it, and I think it turned out cool. And then as I was decorating, I just decided to add a little pocket and put some extra pieces in there. And then this is also a side, and I need to get a card. Okay, so when I was filling the journal, I had an extra one of these. Now I know why. I'm like, I miscounted. Okay, so that goes in that little side pocket. Then we've got this split double pocket here with a tag. Just some extra little writing places. Plenty of room to stuff more than some writing paper here. Here's another one of those pockets that I've added as a tuck spot, and just put some stuff behind it. Another tea-dyed cutoff, and then of course it has the three chicken and the cow and the sheep inside the pocket for writing on both sides. Okay, and then this one was a tall pocket, so it's another one of those envelopes with the tatting on it. I don't know where I got those envelopes from. Here's another writing page, another corner pocket. This one's got quite a few things in it. I had the little turkey peeking up. Here is a tea-dyed folded in quarters. I just wanted to make sure there was plenty of writing space in here, so I added a little bit extra tea-dyed paper. Here's another writing page, and then a little journal card behind this fussy cut, and another one of these. I don't know how I ended up with so many of those strips, but they come in handy. And this one is also a side pocket with the 4x6. Another writing, two writing pages, and here's another double pocket with lots of tags and cards and all kinds of goodies stuffed inside. And like I said, some of the tags I added tabs, some of the tags I just punched holes. These are the same tags in size. I just added a tab to this one and punched that one, so just for something different. And then back here I've left this page blank for writing. Back here I did a banner cluster. I used a little bit of that eyelet trim. It was getting so bulky I didn't use a lot of the eyelet trim. So, but I've just taken some miscellaneous ephemera and tucked that under there. And then I've left the other pages blank for writing and left the back somewhat plain. But you can see it's got quite a mouth. Excuse me. Quite a mouth. So this one was fun. I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and I've had these books on my shelf, and my friend suggested it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that next. So I've got this one off my list. My next projects coming up are going to be kind of, I don't know, haphazard, if you will. I'd like to do another cinch album, and I'd like to make some ephemera because why not? I'd like to do some eclectic journals. I'd like to finish the Something Blue journal that I have halfway finished on my desk, and I would like to work on the French Blue Toile journal. I have beautiful fabric on that. So the next few videos, we'll see. I've got some things I need to finish up. I have that whole bunch of cover pieces that I need to turn into cover. I did some coffee dyeing, Yesterday, I'll just show you real quick. This is bonus part of the video. See, this is what you get for hanging in so long. It was 64 degrees outside. The sun was shining, and I thought, well, maybe I can get some coffee-dyed paper or tea-dyed paper to dry. So I didn't get very much done. I got like 20-something sheets. I don't know if you can see the pattern on these or not. Excuse me. This one has little diamonds. This was the square plastic. This was the one, of course, that was on the little grill pan. I don't remember what this one was. I don't know. But some of them, this was just another tablecloth. And they just all turned out different. You can see the ones that were closer to the grill pan. They all got that metal reaction. Excuse me. This one is just regular. This one had a doily. Like I said, I don't know if you can see that. But there are some in here that were fun. And this is the one that I like the best. This was on top. This is one of those doilies. I got them, let's see, do I have it here? This is what that is. And I loved these doilies, but I think it needs to be a little warmer outside to get it. I left it out there for 6 hours, and it wasn't enough to get this dry enough. When I brought them in, of course, it starts to bleed. So, but it still turned out good, and it's not, I think it's okay. I don't think it's so crispy that it'll crack. I guess we'll find out when we try to put it in a book. This is the other one. I have 2 of those, and you can see that, you can see the roses and the little cluster in here. So this was the one that was on top, exposed to the sun. This was the one that was in the middle of the stack, and then this was the one below it. So another one. So it went like 3 deep, which was nice. Oh, and then here's another one, which is, this might have been the one that was closest to the doily. This, I'm not sure if it was the top or the bottom. They get all scrambled up because what I do, and I think we've talked about this before, when I coffee dye or tea dye, I'll have a stack of white paper here and my paintbrush and my tea, and I brush it, and I flip it over, and I brush it, and I brush it, flip it over, brush it. But then I'll put a doily, and then I'll brush it, put a little bit of extra on top of the doily, and then turn it over and brush it. And I just keep going until the stack. So I thought I did a lot more pages, but it looks like I only did about 20. But they look yummy, so I like them. So I need to make some more coffee. I've got a lot of coffee dyed stuff. The coffee dyed paper, I cannot keep it in stock because I use it for everything. So I understand why people start buying it from eBay, but I'm just I just can't justify it yet, although I'll probably get there. But if I use 5 or 6 of these in every journal, you know, this is only going to last me for 3 journals. So yeah, I need to do some more coffee dyeing, tea dyeing, and I do have some tags I want to do, 2 different tag videos. So what I think I might do is I went through and tediously my YouTube channel favorites, and I changed my favorites to just paper crafting, but it doesn't show that because apparently you can't change the name of your favorites. So on one place it says paper crafting, on another place it just says favorites. But I pulled out all my recipes that I had saved, and I pulled out all the miscellaneous crafts and the Christmas crafts and the crocheting and the knitting and all of those, and sorted them all out into different playlists. And I think I would like to go through my paper crafting playlist and actually get around to doing those things. And so I have them in date order. So the oldest one is the first probably book I'm going to do, the Cinch album. And I've made one before. It's by Susie. And it's a cinch book, a tall skinny one that I love, and I'm gonna do one of those, and it is 12 years old, this video, and then the next video is like 8 years old, and I'm just gonna keep doing. I have a whole couple of series of gales on there of little golden books, or making multiples, and I did start to make some multiples. I don't know if I showed you guys those or not. I started making some I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books from one of the stacks I got at Hobby Lobby, the paper stacks that they have, and so I was going to make 7 journals, and I got as far as cutting the paper, cutting the cover, and sorting them and putting them together, but I haven't sewn them together or worked on the ephemera, so I'd like to complete that. And anyway, I'm rambling on and on. I also have to do my taxes sometime, so there's that, which, you know, I'm looking forward to. So anyway, guys, I appreciate your patience. I'm sorry I started making videos and then collapsed again. So I pray you are all healthy and well, and that your families are healthy, and get through this winter safely, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.